Hello, gaming guys and gals. Welcome back to another episode of the Die by the Sword podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes. And if you have any feedback for us, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us at our various email addresses over at www.diebytheswordpodcast.com. I want to give a big thank you to the guys over at Midnight Syndicate for letting us use their fantastic music for our show. Give them a listen at www.midnightsyndicate.com. And another thank you to Sword Coast Soundscapes. Check them out at youtube.com/Sword Coast Soundscapes. Well, that's enough from me. Let's get on to the show.
Mommy, what was that story you were telling me the other day of, like, you were looking through your old character sheets or something?
Oh, I was doing Swedish death cleaning at the
Swedish
house.
death cleaning? That sounds like a metal band or something.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
Is that a real thing? Or
it is a real thing.
Oh, okay.
You need to...
oh, no, you told me about this, right?
Google it, but it's
cleaning before you die.
It's cleaning before you die,
so your
right?
kids don't have to.
So that so that those who are left behind don't hate your memory.
I appreciate
That's
it.
morbid.
I appreciate it.
It's necessary, but it's morbid. It feels wrong to talk about it.
Okay, we'll call it Marie Kondoing the house then.
Okay, so things
She's
that bring
a
you
thing.
joy.
It's exactly. It brings joy to many people when you die and you don't leave all your stuff.
Yeah.
Noelle has already gone through this once with me and just rolled her eyes as a
Not dying. She hasn't.
No, not yet. I have not yet used the resurrection scroll. But anyway, going through Swedish death cleaning in the more recently accumulated paper, and I came across, as I was going through some of the other boxes, I came across character development sheets from other adventures. I told you that my sorceress, I've always rolled the same character and played her through a number of adventures. And I found the sheets, and after much distress and angst, threw them away. But what was funny was I kept finding pieces of paper and notes and cards and Post-its, all going through standard action, then move action, and then I can do a swift action and a free action. I had this written over and over, and I found again in a pad in the character stuff I'm currently culling those same notes. Because I never have understood what I'm doing with this. But I know it's really important.
This is actually brings up a good point, because I know some of our listeners have never played Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that. And I've gotten questions from some of the listeners who I know personally. One of the ones I got was like, what's a natural something?
A natural something?
A natural.
What's
Like
a natural
natural
number?
20.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
natty 20. When you say a natty 1 or a natty 20,
Yeah.
that confused me.
It's
Meaning it's what you rolled on the die without any
without
additional modifiers.
any modifiers, just what's on the die.
Really, all we're doing is playing a big game of math.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
It's math and pretend.
So we're not very good at educating people, so I probably wouldn't want... You don't really want to listen to us explain all the different moves.
I'll explain it. I have no problem explaining it because the people who often know the least talk the most. So,
and I have no
I was
problem.
going to say, so Philip, why would you explain this?
because I know the least.
And Richard has no problem correcting you.
I have no problem sounding condescending as I explain the rules to you.
And I've just given up and keep saying, what?
So let's...
You can keep explaining these things to me, but clearly it won't matter.
So
I think the good stimulation is when Elizabeth and Philip ask about the rules. That'd be a good
explain
organic way for
yes.
us to explain them.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. And in the meantime, when we don't have things to explain at the moment, we have a great link on our website, www.diebytheswordpodcast.com, to the D20 PFSRD, which lists all of the actions and basically everything that you can do. It has all the rules on there. You can also go to Paizo and find those as well.
So if you like Wikipedia, if you like reading Wikipedia, that's the perfect site for you.
Well, it's a good in between when we're not explaining rules. It's a resource that people can go to, and we have a link on our webpage, just right on the front page, to easily find it.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought it was interesting that I always know it's important, I just never remember why it matters.
How many years have you been playing?
1976, 77.
So, longer than me.
But
Longer than Philip as an entity. Has
longer
existed.
than any of you as entities.
We find your contributions very valuable for the historical perspective.
It's like we're playing with the museum.
Well, now that...
That's mean, Philip.
That's not...
No, it's just like meeting Queen Elizabeth. Or
There you
something.
go, yeah.
There's
See,
a
that's far more
continuity of
prestigious.
history.
Elizabeth the First.
Elizabeth I. I'm actually Elizabeth II or Elizabeth III because I was born on her birthday.
Oh, wow.
That's why I was named Elizabeth.
So speaking about Swedish death cleaning, How many of you guys already have your next character thought out?
I have ideas.
Yeah, I have a couple. It just depends on if Roderick dies alone or if other people die with him. Because if somebody dies with him, then I'd be really excited to swap roles. Like if Vivian and Roderick die at the same time, I'd want to come back as the cleric.
Do you mean that you're going to try to take someone down with you
Yes.
when you die?
He doesn't want to go down alone. I have several characters planned.
Well, do you have voices for them?
Yes, they're all Scottish.
They all sound like Liam Neeson.
Is that a problem?
Do you have like a
Not for me.
file with your characters on there so you can like just quickly rummage through them and say, oh, Father Grimbo sounds like Liam Neeson. Oh, this guy sounds like this guy. Because when we go past them and come back to them, how do you remember what they sound like?
I think I just remember them in my head because I do a lot of theater stuff. So I've done shows where I play multiple characters, and I just have to remember which character has which accent and which voice.
Schizophrenia, got it. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gary, did you say that you remember by remembering?
Yep. I just remember.
I use my memory.
I would like anybody listening to put him to that test. If the voice is different, please at GareBear924.
That's my Instagram.
Yep.
Yep.
Let him know that he changed accents.
That works. Or you can just email me at gary@diebytheswordpodcast.com.
What about you, Philip? Have you thought about your next character?
Oh, I've got several characters. I have so many ideas. I think I should be a DM one day because of all the characters that I create. I've got lists and lists.
You should make a battle royale and just put all your characters in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I should. And I can. I will DM myself.
And
play
whoever
myself.
and whoever
see
comes
which
out on
character
top is the next character you'll play.
Exactly.
Well, it just so happens that Dwarfy Dwarferson, who's made an appearance in this show, is one of my backup characters that I've created.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. What about you, Mama?
I'll roll the same character.
Her name will be Blanovia Superper.
Something like that.
Speaking of Swedish death cleaning, Roderick is in a bad spot right now.
Oh, he's about to get his clock cleaned.
Again.
His Swedish clock cleaned.
Swedish Death Cleaved.
Yep,
We ready to jump back into this?
I think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Enough banter.
Enough banter.
Enough banter. All right.
Well, that's good.
So when we left last week, you guys had gone up onto the balcony, the western balcony at Harrowstone.
Right, so we had decided we were going to clear the grounds outside before we went inside because I didn't want anything sneaking up behind us when we went inside. So just make sure everything's clear outside first. So
Then Roderick, despite his vow not to go first,
He made that vow a couple times.
he didn't
And
has
promise.
still
once
went
again
first.
gone first.
It wasn't a vow. He didn't make any promises. It was just a suggestion.
Only to himself, apparently.
I believe you
totally
told
ignored.
Zenobia,
Yes.
I won't go first anymore.
I will let you be the meat shield. Those were your words, I believe, if we go back over the recording.
Now, to be fair, in this circumstance, it was because of alignment that he thought he might have a better chance of reasoning with whatever spirit was
There's
here.
always a reason, isn't there? There's always a reason.
Oh, and he's got a ton of them. Just give him
It's
a
a
little
good
bit.
It's a good thing that my chosen class has healing as one of its skills, huh?
But anyway, so you went up onto the balcony because you saw the scythe manifesting and
Now,
chopping things.
I have a question about this. I was a little confused on the imagery. Do we see just the scythe, or do we see a black hooded figure holding a scythe?
You see, and I will put this up on the Die by the Sword Instagram so everybody else can see it as well. This is what you see. Just
Oh.
two skeletal hands, only the hands and some of the forearms, holding a scythe.
Yeah, maybe we can talk to it. It doesn't have a head.
Hey, I don't make the rules.
Maybe it's just trying to talk with Morse code,
Maybe. Or sign language.
tapping the scythe. But
All right,
anyway,
let's watch Roderick get hit.
so
He's typing "eat at Joe's."
right as we left last week, the scythe manifested right behind Roderick and swung at his neck. Why don't you look at the number I rolled?
Gary, you know that's a ×4 crit, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh no.
Oh no. Gary!
Natural 20.
Damn it.
Let's see if he confirms it. Probably not a confirm.
Let's find out. The suspense is killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it could be killing him.
Probably will
Won't
be.
be the suspense that kills him.
But I'm guessing if 14 wouldn't confirm.
Flat footed?
Oh, yeah, he is flat-footed.
And a 14
I
does
don't
confirm.
know. I
14
don't,
confirmed?
Oh no.
how can it be flat-footed when we know we're in a dangerous place? I don't understand that rule.
Because you have not acted yet in that round.
But also, no, I agree with Miss Elizabeth because we knew that there was a monster up here.
And we knew there was a scythe moving around up here.
But in this, well, it would have confirmed anyway, even if I wasn't flat-footed. AC 14, so doesn't matter.
No.
Fine, okay.
So here's the end of Roderick.
Oh,
Maybe not.
I'm
Take two.
sorry that I jinxed us.
It is very possible I will roll low. So let me roll the damage, and then while I'm doing that, everybody roll for initiative.
Except me, who will roll a new character.
That's not a good initiative.
20.
Stop rolling dice.
It's 2d4 times 4.
Jesus.
And he's still rolling.
I don't understand why he keeps rolling. I thought it was 2d4.
Times 4, so it's 8d4.
8d4. That was 7.
I thought you just multiplied it.
And then one more.
So it's a potential 48 points of damage.
Yeah.
How many hit points do you have, Roderick?
12.
What's your con score?
13.
So anything over 25 points of damage would permanently kill.
Yes.
My mood's gonna be killed.
23 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
So Roderick drops to the ground as the scythe comes down and cuts him right at the shoulder and right across from the back.
Basically,
Like shoulder to hip.
his
Pretty much.
body's almost cut in half.
Pretty much.
Wow. That's not good.
Well,
But it's not good.
I'm really happy he's not dead, but what? Level 1 characters, let's put a scythe in there.
Level 1 characters. Let's walk up to Scythe that we've already seen swinging.
All right. So let's get those initiatives from everybody.
20.
20 for Zenobia. Vivian.
3. I'm sorry, 4.
4. Roderick, you are unconscious and dying, but what is your
Oh,
initiative?
shit, I forgot he was dying.
18.
18. And Thurskill.
6.
All right. So Zenobia, you are up first. You've just seen Roderick almost get sliced in half.
And in what's becoming a rather unpleasant habit, I'm going to run and grab Roderick's feet and drag him back to where we are.
Can you do that?
That's a move action. She's got a move action to run up and a standard action to grab him, so she can start dragging him next turn.
Yes.
Well, can she attack now and then drag? Would that be better?
Attack what?
The ghost monster?
The scythe.
And let him get hit again?
I mean,
Oh, he won't hit him again.
yeah, you can't do any. You can't move him right now. You have to wait till next turn. So you might as well do something this turn.
Yeah, so if you had a target to attack, you could, but I don't know if you do.
It's like
You
a
noticed
tape. It's like a tape loop.
It was, but as it's there, you notice it is a physical scythe. So you have something physical to hit. It's not like ghostly and incorporeal.
If I hit something on this turn, will I be able to drag him next turn?
Yes, you'll
Yes.
be able to grab him as the standard action next turn, and then pull him on that same turn.
Don't forget you've got a vial of holy water in your hand.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to wing the holy water at the scythe.
Okay.
Alright, so you gotta roll a touch attack.
Yep.
So it's d20 plus your base attack bonus and your dexterity modifier.
3, 4, base attack bonus plus what?
Dexterity, so 7.
Yes, 7.
7 is not going to hit against touch.
But splash damage?
It will take the 1 point of splash damage.
Yeah. Take it.
All right. Next up is the scythe, and that is going to swing at Zenobia because Zenobia has moved up.
And so your AC right now is 19 because you have the holy water instead of your shield.
20, not natural 20, adjusted 20.
Yes.
Zenobia takes 5 points of damage as it slashes down.
It's a lot less than I took.
That's a lot less.
Next up is Roderick. Roll to try to stabilize.
I don't think I physically can. It's not high enough anyway, so.
What was it?
There's a natural 16, so plus 1 is 17, but Roderick was 17, he needed 21, so that was his last chance to stabilize natural anyway, so he is continuing to bleed, and he is now 1 away from permanent death.
All
This
right.
feels familiar.
Roderick is just not having a good time at Harrowstone.
No. I mean, it's a
This is not a fun place.
No.
Not so much. All right. Next up is Thurskill.
Okay, so Thurskill always has his hammer out, but it's a ghost, and my hammer's not going to do anything.
It's not completely a ghost.
It's not completely a ghost.
No.
I have told you that there's a physical scythe there.
There is, but I mean,
It is corporeal.
so I guess the only thing that I can do is walk up next to the scythe. So move me next to the scythe. So I am going to swing.
All right. Swing away.
Swing.
No, that's not going to do it. No, not at all. It is 7.
7 will not hit.
Noticing some trends.
Man, we are really not good at this game.
All right. Vivian, you're up next.
Vivian's gonna scream out and run up to Roderick and cast Cure Light Wounds.
Saving his life, potentially.
Again.
4 points.
And
Well,
you stopped him from bleeding out, at least.
Stopped me from bleeding, so I was at -12. So now I'm only at -8.
Still unconscious.
Do you get to roll again to stabilize?
Well, I'm stabilized now.
So
Like-
healing stabilizes him.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
So really, that's not a horrible thing to be unconscious
Mm-hmm.
at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you'd have done enough to bring him up to like 0, and then and he stood up and it attacked him, then that probably would have permanently killed him.
Oh, and I'm gonna roll Knowledge Religion.
Okay.
You rolled decently, 23 out of potentially 32.
I didn't, though. I rolled a natural 1.
Natural 1. You know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All
We're all
right.
gonna die.
Zenobia, you are up next.
Well, in my other hand, I have my flail. So I'm going to try and disarm.
Okay.
Hit with my flail.
Literally, she wants to take off the arm.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a CMB check. So it's the same modifiers as your attack roll, your strength and your base attack bonus, but it's against a CMD instead of his AC.
Because I have to hit the object, not a person.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have to, like, loosen his grip.
So we don't.
So if I don't say disarm and I just say I'm going to hit it with my flail, I roll my regular.
Yeah, that's just doing damage.
Yeah. I will say you have a better chance to disarm him than you do to just hit.
Then let's disarm. That was my original instinct, because that's one of the things it can do.
Then it's just 2 spooky hands without a scythe.
I know.
It'll slap you in the face.
I wonder how many people thought of that as this
So
part.
tell me again what I have to roll.
Just roll your d20 plus 4.
11.
11 is not going to be enough.
Damn.
Almost. It was very close.
Worth another shot.
Yep. Definitely worth another shot. Okay. So moving on. It is now the Scythe's turn again. Now it has 2 targets within reach. So odds it goes for Thurskell, evens it goes for Zenobia. Odds.
Yes. He hasn't taken any damage. I've taken 5 hit points.
That is a natural 19.
Gary? I
That's
need you
not
to
a
stop it.
critical, though, so...
No, not a
You're
crit.
saved that.
Well, yeah, no, that totally hits.
But at least it's only 2d4 instead of 8d4.
You're D4.
Told him, Philip.
Thurskell takes 6 points of damage.
That's getting up there. It's 11.
It'd be really
And
cool
I'm
if I could channel.
unconscious and dying.
Are you serious?
No, not at all.
Oh my god. Don't do that to me.
That would have been rough. All right.
I would be.
Roderick is unconscious, and you're stabilized. So, what mental thoughts are you going through your head while you're unconscious?
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
All right, Thurskell, you are up next.
I guess I'll try the disarm now.
Okay,
Should I disarm or should I use my haunt scythe?
either could work.
This is not the haunt.
But
this
it's-
is not the round the haunt manifest. So
Correct.
the haunt siphon wouldn't work.
Yeah, you can't
Yes.
use the
But
haunt
you could also
siphon
just
anymore.
hit him. So here's a rules thing. Zenobia's flail has the disarm quality, which means no matter how bad she fails the check, she can't be disarmed herself. But if you don't have the disarm trait on a weapon, then if you fail by 10 or more, I'm not sure the exact number, but if you fail really badly, you drop your weapon instead.
Okay, so I'll just hit that.
And it's 10 or more.
So here we go. Oh, natural 19.
Yeah.
Oh, finally!
All right,
Doing something.
Thurskell.
that will hit.
All right, so 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Points of damage.
Good man.
Pretty good.
Yes, thank you.
Does it look like it all went through?
Actually, it doesn't look like any of it went through.
Gary?
Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm going to roll a knowledge religion real quick. See what I can see.
Okay,
12.
12. You know, this isn't a typical haunt. This is a haunted object, as opposed to just being a haunt altogether.
So I hit the object. It did nothing. It has no it can't break.
It can break, it's just, it has hardness that you have to bypass, which is like damage reduction for objects.
And
Okay.
8 wasn't enough, and 8 was pretty high for what we can roll at level 1, so we need to leave.
Aim at the arms next time.
Okay, so I think, yeah.
I don't think that would work either. I don't know.
I think disarming might do something cool.
Yeah.
You do know enough that it is haunted, so the positive energy and stuff would still hurt it, but it is also a physical object that you can hit, just has hardness that's higher than 8.
Okay. So did I crack it? Does that 8 carry through to my next hit?
No.
No.
Oh, so I have to get it right the first time.
Holy water is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Alright, so Thurskell hits it off and your hammer bounces off the scythe, not really doing any damage to it. Vivian, you're up next.
Vivian wants to get Roderick a little further away from dying in case there's any random explosions that are going to happen,
Okay.
because I wouldn't put it past. So she's going to give him, she's going to take the potion of Cure Light Wounds off her belt and shove it down his throat.
He has one on his belt also.
2.
-6.
He's slowly working his way back up to living. Well, I mean, he's alive.
I mean, I was testing both my D8s to see which one I should use, and I'd go from like a 2 and a 3 to an 8 and an 8 to an 8 and a 7 to a 1 and a 3. And it's just like, all right, jerks.
Alright, well, that was Vivian's turn.
That was Vivian's turn.
I'm helping.
You are keeping him from dying, so there's that. Zenobia, you're up next.
I can't draw holy water and throw it, can I?
Yes, you can.
Yep,
I'll try that again.
go for it.
Draws her holy water, throws it at the haunt.
Throw it at the Scythe. Oh, shit. So, what's my other move action? Throwing something.
So it's your move action to draw it, and your standard action to attack
throw
with
it.
What'd you roll?
I didn't roll a 3. So.
Anybody want to play a
So-
different AP?
So it's another 11.
Let's play Shoots
Yeah.
and Ladders.
All right. So the scythe will go again, and it's going to do the same thing of deciding between the two targets. Same numbers. Odds are Thurskell, evens are Zenobia. Evens.
Spread it out a little bit, at least.
I guess we both start dying.
Does a 17 hit? I'm sorry, 18.
No, because I'm back up to my full armor class, right?
Correct.
You'd have to draw your shield, and you haven't done that. That's a move action.
So it still keeps you
it
at a
still doesn't
19,
hit.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it still doesn't hit.
I'm still at
Yeah.
19. Yes.
Swing and a miss from the side.
Can I draw my? Can I put up my shield as a quick draw? Or is it only weapons? It's only melee weapons.
Well, technically, shields count as a weapon, so I'd have to read the text because it might exclude shields. Okay, so it does not exclude shields. It says weapons, and the only exclusions are things like wands, poles, potions, scrolls.
Okay, cool.
Holes.
Poles and Scrolls.
Poles and scrolls.
That's a strip club, right?
Holes and scrolls.
Yeah,
Should be.
So you can.
It's a Galarian strip club. With chitons as the strippers.
They
So
would be.
I can do it now, right?
Do what
I
now?
think it needs to be your turn.
Yeah, you've
It's
already.
still my turn.
No,
No, it's not.
You've. Can she quick draw after
He just
she's
hit
done
you.
stuff?
The scythe went.
He just hit you
Oh yeah, no, you can't.
and missed.
Got it.
You could just do it on your next turn.
Got
Yeah.
it. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
All right, next up would be Roderick, who is still unconscious. Feeling a
he's
little
not
bit better.
dying.
You're feeling a little bit better, but you're
Not
still
dying.
unconscious. Any more thoughts from Roderick?
Yeah, does he have something going through his brain? Is he flashing back to when he was little baby Roderick?
Little baby Azamar
Uh-huh.
learning to control his eyes.
He's flashing back to him like, oh, well, maybe it won't attack me because of my lawful alignment, and how dumb that was.
All right, Thurskell, you're up next.
Well, my hammer didn't do shit, so I can do one of two things. I can drop my hammer and pull my cold iron axe, or I can drop my hammer and draw my holy water.
So I don't know what Thorskill would know, but
He
the
knows
cold
that he was sent to the store to get a cold iron axe
Mhm.
because it hurts spooky ghosts.
Mm-mm. Hurts demons.
Oh, it doesn't hurt ghosts?
Yeah, we'd mentioned that it wasn't ghosts.
Oh, well, then, since this isn't a ghost, then that answers my question.
Mhm.
There's skill. Definitely would fight devils,
Mm-hmm.
but with this ghost, he's going to use his holy water. So, he is going to...
Now the other thing you can do is take a 5-foot step back.
But if I'm just drawing my holy water, I don't have to drop my hammer.
I was gonna say, I don't think you have to
Yeah.
drop your hammer.
Yeah, that was only if I was going to do my axe.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to pull a vial of holy water.
Are you taking the 5-foot step back since you're so low on hit points?
Well, I'm not that low, but
Okay.
yeah. And then I am going to roll, maybe. So I add my strength
No, your dexterity.
and my base attack.
Yeah.
So 16.
Against what?
Touch AC.
What type of? This is the holy water attack.
Yes. Uh huh.
That'll hit.
Yay!
Sweet.
Ah.
What's the damage on that?
2d4.
2d.
I thought it was
Oh,
1d4.
That's 2d4.
2d4.
Nice.
2d4. 1, 2.
Wow.
So
Three more than before.
3
3 total.
Of
3 whole points of
holy damage.
water damage.
All right. It is still slashing.
So it's Dex plus roll plus what?
Base attack bonus.
All right. Next up would be Vivian.
Vivian is going to yell out, "We have to run. I'm going to try to get Roderick up, and then we have to run." And so she's going to pull a potion of Cure Light Wounds from Roderick's belt. 5 points of healing.
Still unconscious.
Yep.
-1.
Take one of the potions off your belt.
This is the only one I had.
Awesome.
All right. This is exciting.
He's a stubborn corpse.
He is.
So you get taken to -12.
Zenobia is up next.
Since her holy water does not seem to be hitting, she's going back and using her flail.
You try the disarm
Try
again,
the disarm again.
and that would help. That would prevent him, Roderick, from provoking if he did stand up. If the enemy was disarmed.
What if he punched you?
Well, I mean that would
Okay,
less than the scythe.
True.
so
You don't
what
know.
what do I have to...
Roll a d20.
10 plus...
And you can study now that you're not drawing anything.
So we'll say you studied.
So it's 11.
Plus 4.
Yeah, so it'd be
Plus 4.
14.
That is enough to disarm.
Awesome.
Oh, it's 15. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
So what does that mean?
The scythe falls to the ground.
Bum, ba, ba.
And there's just two skeletal arms standing there looking confused.
Yep.
Do they clap? Do they start doing a...
They don't clap, but they look like they're reaching for the scythe, and then they go together and they start twiddling their thumbs.
Being confused.
Gary, this is no time to joke. It's been a very horrible, horrifying combat.
Whose turn is it now?
It is the scythe's turn.
The scythe's on the ground.
Well, the hands are there, so it's going to search around for the scythe. So it's going to spend its turn trying to find the scythe.
Does it find the scythe? Oh, percentile.
Percentile die. Above 50, it finds the scythe. Below 50, it's still searching.
What about at 50?
At 50 is considered the lower end.
Yeah.
You always round down.
42.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
So it's still searching.
giving us a break after the busting my balls at the beginning of the show, Gary.
Roderick, you're at -1. How you feeling?
Sheepish. You feel sheepish.
Thurskill, you're up next.
I think he's going to do it. He's going to pick it up.
Pick up the scythe.
Pick up the scythe and run.
Okay.
Run,
That is so badass.
Run where?
Just away, down the stairs.
Wow. Cool.
So it is a standard action to pick up the dropped weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and then your move action 40 feet.
Uh-huh.
5, 20, 30, 40.
I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
All right. So Thurskill is at the bottom of the stairs with the scythe.
That is so badass.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Vivian,
Is there anything happening with the hands?
they're still searching around.
Okay. So Vivian looks down at Roderick. She has no other means of healing at her disposal. So can I grab one of my vials of holy water and throw it at the hands?
Yes, you can.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. 15?
That'll hit.
Alrighty. And it's
About time.
2d4.
2d4.
See, you never know when these things can turn around.
Right?
Alright, that's 5 points.
Oh, goodness.
Holy
that's
water
a lot.
damage.
5 points of holy water damage. They're still there,
Uh-huh.
but they're sizzling a bit.
Oh, wow.
All right. And at that, when you do that, the hands just turn to you
Uh-oh.
and just do the, what was that for? Simple.
I thought they were gonna do like cut across the neck symbol or something.
There's no neck for it to cut across. Zenobia, you're up next.
I'm gonna drag Roderick off of this damn balcony.
No, don't come near me.
Not near you. You're down at the bottom of the stairs.
Alright, so Zenobia grabs Roderick.
That's what you said.
I am, but yeah, don't.
Zenobia drags Roderick 15 feet over towards the staircase, but not yet down the stairs.
Correct.
All right. So next up is the scytheless hands. They will see Vivian there in front, and will go to basically try to choke Vivian. So that's going to be a CMB check against your CMD.
I'm ready.
9.
Miss.
Yes.
Any higher and you would have beat it.
That's not true.
It's 11, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 higher and you would have hit it.
2 higher. Roderick is still unconscious. You feel like you're in a different location, though, than you were a minute ago.
I feel slightly west
You're having
of where I was previously.
You're having a dream about like crawling through the bush or something.
The sun is setting slightly later.
Thurskill.
Thurskill's running. He is Forrest Gumping it to the lake.
Like where the water was.
Uh-huh.
So you can give the scythe to the skeletons.
So, yeah, no, I can totally give it back to the lady in the lake.
That watery tart.
Uh-huh.
All right. Vivian.
Vivian's gonna take a 5-foot step back and throw another vial of holy water.
Okay.
13.
That'll hit.
Yay!
Yeah.
You do have the potential to destroy the haunt.
Will 4 points destroy the haunt?
Not quite. But it's close.
But that's all I can do.
Zenobia, do you have holy water?
Yes, I do.
And if you need more, Roderick has some too.
And so Vivian will scream out. She's like, "That's all I got!"
Zenobia, you are up next.
I run to Vivian's side
She's already right next to you.
with her 5-foot step.
Yeah,
Yep.
she got right next to you.
I pull a vial of holy water.
Drink it.
I'm so thirsty.
Can you grab something off of my belt next turn?
Yours or Roderick's either.
Yeah.
Be about the same.
I guess so.
Okay, so I'm gonna wing it at the. I'll throw my next vial of holy water.
And you have the best chance to hit because you've studied it.
Yes,
And you
because
have
I've
you have a
studied it.
+3 dexterity bonus, so you have a really good chance of hitting it.
yeah, right,
Don't
well,
tell her
has-
that.
Has it worked? Has it worked?
Vivian hit twice.
You jinxed her. Stop talking, Richard.
That was a natural 1.
Uh-oh.
17.
Okay, so no fumble, but that goes wide.
Way wide. But it will take the 1 point
Stop
of splash
talking
damage.
to me about this
And
stuff.
does that kill it?
I'm sorry.
That is enough to kill it.
Yeah!
You killed it anyway.
Lucky.
Are we out of initiative?
You're out of initiative.
Thurskill's still running.
Oh man. And nothing's happening to the
The scythe?
The
scythe.
scythe disappears.
Oh.
So Thorska probably gets really confused.
I dropped it! He's looking back.
I killed it!
You guys that went inside me. You guys.
I don't know where it went.
I'm possessed.
Yeah, so,
Oh,
okay.
man.
Well, if it's poofed, be gone, he's going to go help with Roderick.
Okay, I have
So,
a
what-
cure light wounds potion.
Why don't you bring me up over there?
Do.
And I have a cure light wounds potion left. I suggest we give it to Roderick and that we head back to town to heal.
Yeah.
We are not prepared for this encounter.
I'm not prepared for this prison. Why did they send us?
Well, you feel a little better prepared after this happens because suddenly you're level 2.
What?
Yay!
Has there ever been a level up when you're dead?
I
true.
felt
Roderick
like he
didn't
learned a
level
lot
up.
from that experience. That's my petition.
So
Right.
is that enough for him to be healed, like to get up above? So I got to give him my last potion.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still unconscious.
You can just carry him
Or you
back
can
to town.
carry him to town and let Father Grandeur heal him.
What?
It is 4 miles to town. If you think I'm carrying a 6-foot lump like this back, no. And if we haven't learned our lesson this time, it's like we need pack animals.
Anybody have the
Next trip.
virtue cantrip?
No.
Is that a real
Clerics
thing?
might. Clerics might. I don't know.
I have
I think it's a cleric.
caltropes,
Yeah.
but I don't have cantrips. They're like the little
Oh, yeah.
jacks thing.
Yeah, but it's just one temporary point.
Yeah, but it might be enough to get him up.
It put me at 0 and staggered, which means when I move, I had to
Fall
fall
down again.
unconscious again.
But you could just keep doing that all the way to town.
Oh my goodness.
I've given him the potion. We're just going to
It's very
get more
silly.
potions. This is
All right,
yes.
let's see how much I heal from that. Oh, max. So now I get max. So now I'm up at positive 8, which is
All
actually
right.
almost at full again.
The town sees us come back in once again.
Well, first of all, Roderick wakes up and he just sees he's covered in blood. Vivian's covered in blood again.
I'm covered in blood.
Zenobia's, everyone's covered in blood, just like looking at you.
Roderick's blood.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's
No, I'm
probably
covered in my own. I took 5 points of damage.
it's probably the first time all of you are coming back looking worse for wear.
Usually it's just Roderick.
Roderick and Vivian.
It is the second time this has happened today.
Didn't you say you weren't going to go in front?
We talked about it. We said that my alignment might help, and nobody disagreed, so I went first.
That's what you get for being Mr. Bossy Pants.
I was open to suggestions. Nobody gave any.
So what you're saying is this isn't your fault.
Nothing ever
I
is.
actually don't think
Nothing
Roderick would be that argumentative. He's probably like, I'm gonna die for real next time.
All right, we did some last minute level up adjustments off air, and now we're back and we're going to be rolling for hit points for their level 2.
What does that mean, Gary?
That means that whatever your hit die is, you will roll it, and then I will also roll, and you get to take the better result.
And hit die is what gives us more hit points, which means it'll be harder to kill us.
Yes.
And your hit die is determined by your class. So more martial characters have larger hit dies, and more caster characters have small.
That is correct. So, Roderick, we'll do
Roderick's
yours
gonna go
first.
first.
What
Roderick
is-
has a D8.
a D8.
So Roderick's gonna roll. Middle of the road.
4.
4. Alright, so
So-
4 it is.
4 it is.
Alright.
Zenobia.
Could have been worse.
So I am a Slayer, and my hit dice is a D10,
A D10. All right.
and I hit a 10.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Take that 10.
You're definitely going in front now.
I don't think I've ever played a character higher than a D8.
Well, I rolled an 8, so it was going to be good at either way.
So how many then for
So it's-
skills? It's 6 plus 1, right?
It's however many skills you get for your class, plus whatever your intelligence modifier is.
I get a plus 1 for being human.
Yes. Yeah, so 6 plus 1.
All right, thank you. So yes, so my hit points are now 26, a whopping 26.
Wow.
Well
pretty
done,
good.
Zenobia.
You would have been able to survive that
Yes,
scythe
I
hit
would have.
without going unconscious. All right. Vivian.
D8.
D8.
So, yeah, I'm a cleric. Clerics are a D8.
2.
7.
Take
Yay.
the 7.
Nice.
All right. And also, to calculate our hit points, we use our hit die plus our constitution modifier.
Oh, I forgot that.
I don't think we've talked really about the ability modifiers or ability scores.
So do I add con to that
Yes.
also?
Add
Your modifier.
Your modifier.
Your modifier.
Right, not the... Okay, thank you, Noelle. That's a really good point.
So
I'm sorry.
the ability scores are basically like, I don't know, it's almost like it's not quite your personality, but it's what makes your character. How strong are they? How wise are they? How smart
it's
are
their
they?
physical and mental stats.
Yes.
So what did I roll? 7.
Yes. Roll a 7 plus whatever your constitution is.
I think it's
And Thurskell.
1.
What is your hit die?
My hit die is 10.
D10. 9.
4. Woo!
Take that 9.
I will take that 9.
So I definitely had the worst roll, but it was at least middling.
You also get your favorite class bonus.
Yes.
If you want that to go towards your hit points or your skill ranks.
Correct. So your favorite class, you get to choose whether
that one goes to skills or
to your hit points. Mm-hmm.
And favorite class means leveling up in the class you started.
Yep.
Because in Pathfinder, you can multi-class, but there's a little incentive to stick with the class you started with.
But if you're a half-elf, you get 2 favorite classes
To
show your split personality.
So, now that we're all level 2, anybody have some fun and exciting new things at level 2 that they can do?
Absolutely not. Clerics are so easy to level up. They're one of my... Of all the things, they're my favorite to level up from ease. Because it's just, my numbers go up, get some new spells.
That's what I like about barbarians. Mm-hmm. Except for picking, like, the rage power, things like that. But
I don't even have to do that. It's all...
I also like that they hit die for a barbarian as a d12.
That's very nice. Yeah, so Vivian's just a little more powerful. It's the odd levels where she'll get another die to her channel, and that's always fun.
That'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I get uncanny dodge this time.
Ooh.
You can't be caught flat-footed.
I cannot be caught flat-footed. So that flat-footed discussion we had earlier doesn't apply to me.
Yay.
Nice. Yes.
It's always nice not to be caught flat-footed. Anybody else have fun stuff?
Roger got fun stuff. At level 2, the Magus gets its signature class ability, Spell Strike.
Ooh.
Which you'll see later, but what it allows is for me to deliver touch spells through my weapon.
That'll be fun. So you'll do your weapon damage and the spell damage.
And the
Now
spell
tell
damage.
me, this does require you to hit the target, right?
Yes, but on that note, I finally have a base attack bonus now.
That'll help.
You get +1 at level 2.
So let me ask this, just as a strategic view. Strategery of characters. What should spellcasters do in general?
Cast spells.
Stay back.
Stay back. Really?
See, here's the problem. He's a combat spellcaster.
That's true. He fights with his spells.
His instinct's right to go in. He just
That's
sucks
fine.
at staying
He just
there.
needs to stay away until he's strong enough to actually get into battle.
Well, Gary really likes to roll high against me.
It's all Gary's fault.
That's
course
true.
it
It
is.
is all Gary's fault.
That's true.
No, it's so first of all, rolling not great on the hit points isn't helping, and now that I'm level 2, I have a couple more spell slots. Like, I got an extra cantrip slot and another first level spell slot, which helps a ton, so I'll actually be able to feel more comfortable casting spells.
Do any of these things respond to acid splashes?
I'm sure, but it's...
Like, can you dissolve the skeletons or something?
Most of them, yeah.
Well, my character is expressing her archetype for the first time.
Ooh, that's exciting.
You
Yeah,
took an archetype?
I took an archetype, and the archetype is Grave Warden.
What is that? What's a Grave Warden?
Well, slayers in general, they are interested in slaying, but they do it without magic in general. So they're not like rangers. They're a hybrid between ranger and rogue, right? So
Yep.
they have they've taken the strengths of these, so they're not heavily dependent on spells. But at the Grave Warden archetype is one of a number that slayers can take, because some slayers have to have a reason for killing. Some, the scariest ones, just do it because they like it.
Does Zenobia like it?
Zenobia has taken a different tack. She is more... It's at a personal religious level. She wants to rid the world of this undead and demonic and vampiric filth. That's how she views all things that don't have life. So that's the archetype Grave Warden. And at the second level, I can now take holy water. Holy water becomes a quick draw weapon. I can use it as a quick draw weapon.
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I can apply holy water as a swift action, whatever that means, to whatever weapon I have, either drawn or nearby. So this was a GM question I had, which is, can I use this on other people's weapons, or is it only on my own?
Per the wording of this, it just says
Weapon.
onto a held or adjacent melee weapon.
So if I'm reading that correctly, and you're in the 5-foot square next to me, I could pour holy water on your glaive, and it would do glaive damage, and then it would do holy water damage.
Yes, because there is wording with it that says that if the weapon that has the holy water on it hits the undead creature before the end of the Grave Warden's next turn,
Yes.
then the undead takes the damage as if it took a direct hit from holy water on top of the weapon damage.
Wow.
if any.
That is so cool.
Very cool.
So the weapon has to hit. That weapon damage may not go through, but the holy water damage is independent of the weapon damage.
Correct. It just has to hit it.
Just has to hit.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's talking about damage reduction. Even if, like, so for this haunt thing, for example, even if the weapon damage didn't
like
get
Phillips-
the reduction.
Right. His bounced off.
If Philip's weapon had
Holy
the holy
water
water on it, it would have worked.
Right.
Yes.
Even though it couldn't physically damage it,
The holy
the
water.
holy
would've
water
damaged.
would have damaged
That is
it.
very cool.
That is so cool.
So I was thinking, it's like, I wonder if I could just like dip everything before I leave. But it's unclear how long that lasts. It
Sounds
just
like
says
it's
the
at a
next
round.
turn. So
It's
it's
about
like,
about a round.
so that's why I couldn't necessarily. It would all have been worn off by the time I would get back to.
That's why you're probably going to do
Correct.
it either on your weapon, or if you don't have a weapon, this is something you could do in the meantime.
Right. But the cool thing is, it's a quick draw too.
Yes.
It's like I no longer.
Now, the only thing
Now-
to bear in mind there is that quick draw is a swift action, and the ability to apply it is also a swift action. So,
Well, you couldn't.
Well, my
The
thought
quick
was
draw would be to draw it and throw it
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
exactly.
My thought was it wouldn't be a quick draw if you were just pulling it out.
to pour it
Not as-
on.
yeah. It's not a weapon at that point.
Exactly. It's something that.
Well, you could use your move action to do a swift action. Like, you can always do a higher slot thing. Like, you can use a standard action to do a move action.
I could quick draw it and pour it on the weapon.
Cool.
I don't know that I could use that weapon.
If you didn't move,
If you didn't move, you
If I
could.
didn't move it.
Yep.
Okay.
which means you'd provoke an attack of opportunity.
Does applying the holy water provoke? Because drawing it wouldn't.
I would think applying it would.
Probably, because you're taking your time to focus on pouring it onto the weapon.
We'd probably have to look at applying it to a poison.
Yeah.
I was going to say the
Applying a
poison
poison
rules
too.
should have it. Anyway, this is
I don't remember it was
super
addressed.
nerdy.
Yeah. Anyway, that's why that was the other reason I took this archetype, because of the sort of creatures that we are going to be encountering. And it fits with my character who really wants to eradicate, has a special thing against vampires, but undead in general just...
That is such a cool archetype, and I'd never heard of it before you brought it up. So, and that's really fitting. That's great.
Yeah.
I really like your character.
It replaces...
The second level Slayer Tarot.
Yes, so I don't get I don't get to pick a Slayer talent at this. It just replaces it. And then as at other levels, there's also replacements.
And because you can pour the holy water on the weapon as a swift action, it does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Wow, she has you.
excellent.
You have a lot of combat options if you have a good supply of holy water on you.
Wait, did we talk about
That's
that
so
though?
great.
So it's a swift action to apply it,
Yes.
and it's a swift action to pull it out. So she couldn't do both of those.
She
Right.
could if she sacrificed her move action.
Gotcha.
Yep. So use a move action to draw, swift action to pour, and attack.
That's a potent turn right there.
It is. It is.
That is
If
great.
I miss, would the holy water
No.
still be there, or that's all?
It evaporates.
It just evaporates.
Well, unless you get an attack of opportunity, because that's not the end. That's not the
Yeah,
beginning of
it
your
would
next
stay
turn.
in the round. You have the full round.
But also, your next hit would still count because it said the end of the
The end of the
Slayer's
next turn.
So you get 2 rounds.
2 rounds with it.
Oh wow, so that's even longer than I thought.
So you get two
That's why I
rounds.
was asking. So
Yep.
it's like, even if it doesn't hit, I still have it. It's like it's still cocked. It's like having a double barrel.
Yeah, you got 2 chances.
2 chances to hit.
That
with it.
is so cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased.
What a great archetype.
So now it'll take us marginally longer for a TPK. like 2 more episodes rather than 1.
What did you get up to? I wasn't paying attention. I was reading.
My hit points?
Yeah.
I now have 17 hit points.
Okay. Wow, really?
Yep. Rolled a 4.
Oh. What about you, Zenobia?
I am at 29.
Cool.
How about you?
28.
Okay, we're getting harder to kill.
Yep. Well, you rolled a 10 and he rolled
got
a
a
9,
9,
so yeah.
How about you,
I'm at
Vivian?
19.
19.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, it makes sense they wouldn't roll great if he leveled up in the process of bleeding out. I don't know how much.
It's like
Yeah,
he didn't.
Let's go with that.
He didn't quite get all the experience.
Part of his
Let's
level
go
up
with that.
bled out.
His body was in the process of losing all of its blood.
Gee.
He mentally leveled up, but didn't quite physically level up.
Thirthgill will never mentally level up.
That's probably true.
I was going to ask, so we're spending the night, right?
In town.
Could I, to earn some extra cash, sing in the bar that night?
Do you have perform?
I do.
Then sure.
All right. So I am going to
Go, Vivian.
sing in the bar that night to get some extra cash. And the way you do that is you roll your d20, add your bonus, and so that's a 17.
The way it works is I have a chart here based on what you roll. You rolled a 17, which is an enjoyable performance.
Yay.
You can earn up to 1d10 silver pieces per day.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
right, because the other one for profession is per week, I think.
That's what you get for getting a liberal arts degree.
I didn't. I got a Masters of
MFA?
Religion. No. What would a religious degree be?
Theology?
Divinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to seminary. So I rolled a 2.
So you got
Two
two
silver.
silver pieces.
That's actually great. Roderick, I earned us 2 silver pieces. So that means I now have 94 cents. If I can take one of your silver pieces, we can get 1 more vial of holy water, and that brings us up to 24 vials of holy water.
Oh, that's like 6 each.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Okay.
And Roderick will be able to carry him now that he's jumping off his stupid bedroll and other things he was carrying that he didn't need to
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
at Kendra's house. Is it okay if I store these here?
I'm doing it at the church.
The Temple of Pharasma.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're each getting 6 flasks of holy water.
We all jingle when we walk.
We all swish when we walk.
Clink, 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 clink.
Weighted down by water.
It's just water weight. Okay, so I imagine Roderick and Zenobia are sitting and watching Vivian's performance
Yes.
at the tavern, and Roderick is like, like I said, he's looking sheepish. He's like, Zenobia, I understand that you saved my life twice today,
Well, Vivian really saved your life today.
but she told me that you pulled me out of harm's way both times.
Well, who else is going to, Roderick? Let's face it. I'm here for the team, as you know. Please try to avoid stepping into harm's way deliberately in the future, please.
Definitely. I was overconfident in my martial skills. I will rely more on my magic moving forward,
Excellent, excellent idea. I'm tired.
as am I. And I will prepare spells that do not require attack rolls.
Excellent idea. Have I told you I have this cool new thing that I feel I can do?
What is that?
I can put holy water on melee weapons, and they will deliver holy water as well as melee damage.
That sounds incredibly useful.
Boy, would have come in handy today.
For real.
Tell me about it.
Nice performance, Vivian.
Yay!
Yay. Dwarfy is there and he's very excited. My friends, you're here.
Oh, it's this guy. Hey, this guy who's doing sport.
What?
Sport.
Yeah, oh, buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
you're,
pal, oh my.
you're pretending not to know my name.
I know your name.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, did you defeat everything at Harrowstone and save the town?
No.
We've gotten start. We got a good start.
We may have defeated everything outside of Harrowstone.
We made a great dent in it.
So, okay. So, does everybody need a drink?
When have we not needed a drink, Dwarfy McDwarfson?
I definitely could go for one.
Drinks all around. Got it. All
We
right.
don't have any money anymore.
I've got some money for drinks. Only for drinks.
I bet you always have money for drinks.
Only for drinks. Not for healing potions.
Who needs that?
I mean, we could use some of the healing potions.
Vivian's absolutely quiet after her performance, and she's tired. She's fallen asleep at the table.
It's been a very long day, Dwarf. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Just like floating in the wind?
Yes.
I totally understand what you mean.
What's plastic?
You don't have plastic where you're from? It's what kills turtles.
I thought that was bra hooks.
Yeah, that's what puts them back together.
Yeah, saves turtles.
So, drinks, obviously. Yes.
Yes.
I have one drink.
One drink. Okay.
This
This
girl has
works.
7
This
drinks.
works.
Dwarfy,
Yes.
do you know anybody who might be able to help us? We may be in a little bit over our head.
No, we always got. I don't tell the whole town, but Roderick died.
You died?
Almost died.
So,
It wasn't permanent dead. It was like mostly dead.
He was dying. He wasn't dead.
so you're not undead, right? Because I despise the undead.
No, I was bleeding out and almost dead, but I was not completely dead.
Well, that's good, because you're not dead.
He is not. He is very much alive. And you know what?
What?
He's up a level.
Ooh. So you're like even stronger now.
Yes, I feel that I learned a lot from being knocked
dying.
unconscious so many times.
So now you might roll like a 6 instead of a 5.
Possibly.
Let's not get crazy here.
You know, I'm really good at rolling random knowledge checks that don't provide any information.
So
I mean, that fits. I mean, that fits with your character.
That fits with me as a
Yes.
person.
Full of trivia.
So did you get a chance to roll a knowledge check on the thing that almost killed you?
No, I like I said, I was knocked unconscious immediately as soon as it started.
Oh.
So, Dwarfy,
Can I roll
Yes.
where are you from?
I am from the Five Kings Mountains.
Oh, that's far from here.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
I like to travel.
So, what did you do in the Five Kings Mountains?
I learned to worship Torag.
Oh, you know what? He worships Torag.
Yeah, and Roderick kind of like pulls out and shows the symbol of Torag he's wearing around his neck.
That is amazing. Look at this. And he pulls out a big dwarven warhammer, and he has the symbol of Torag etched into the
Oh, that's a
warhammer.
big hammer.
Roderick pulls out his warhammer and shows the symbol of Torag etched on his as well.
Brother!
And then they
Hold on.
then they
And
high
I
five with
pull
their
out
hammers.
My
Yes.
warhammer.
Which doesn't have the symbol of
It
Torag.
has no symbols, but look, it's a goat face. I mean, it's a ram head.
Face.
Goat face ramhead.
Yes, it is.
Is that the name?
It is, no, that is not.
Man bear
Ramhead,
pig.
goat face ramhead? No, don't be ridiculous. Its name is Steven.
Steven. Steven. That is a good, strong name for a goat face ramhead.
Yes.
I imagine
It was passed down generation after generation. It was supposed to go to my the leader of my tribe, but I took it.
Oh.
Because I'm the leader. When I come back, I will be the leader.
Gotcha. I could see you as the leader.
I know.
Mhm. Yep, totally.
I imagine Roderick and Dwarfy high five with their hammers.
Clink.
Clink.
And then Thorskill tries, but he misses because they've already stopped. He's trying to be included any way he can.
Right.
So Roderick looks at Dorothy. He's like, Torag is the god of your people, but I came across him in my studies at the academy, and I was intrigued right away. And then I learned that there are a lot of humans that are moving over to Torag worship, and it seemed like a natural choice for me.
Well, not everybody's perfect to start out with Torag worship, but as long as you find your way there, that's the important part.
Why do you want worship Torag?
Because-
We're called to you.
So what inspired me was that Torag will often refrain from assisting his followers because he wishes to make them stronger and able to stand on their own.
Oh, so he's like throw you in the pool kind of dad.
Yes.
All right.
Like a good dwarf.
Like a good dwarf.
And you wonder why I mistrust religion in general.
Because they did
Silly
you get
thing.
thrown into a pool? Did they throw? I mean, I know that Vivian got thrown into a pool,
Of something.
but did you?
I got dragged into a pool.
My
It was a
whole-
little different.
I mean,
My
same.
whole family was assassinated.
You've never said anything about that.
You haven't been paying attention.
Well, no, I've been paying plenty of attention because you're mystery wrapped in an enigma, and I'm very intrigued by you. And you've never said that your whole family was killed.
All of them. By undead.
So, would you say family? What do you mean?
I think she means relatives.
Well, thank you, Vivian. Thank you for that chime in. I meant, was it your mother, your father, your uncle, your grandma, your cousin?
I
your
said my family. All of them.
everybody in your family.
Why do you think I'm here with you clowns?
Because we're charming. Well, at least I'm
You're the
charming.
best I can
Vivian's
do.
charming, too.
She may make me human again.
Well,
You two, I don't know.
Oh,
It all
you
depends
do.
on whether you'll survive.
well, some of us.
What about me?
What about you, Dwarfy? How do you know how to use that hammer, or is it just for decoration?
He takes the hammer, and in a fun show, he throws it toward, like, the dartboard. It's a perfect hit.
Does it stick in, or does it just slam and then fall, and then the dartboard falls and everything else falls?
It slams and shatters the dartboard in half.
Oh,
Thurska, that was a very rude thing to say to a dwarf.
what do you mean?
Of course he knows how to use a hammer.
Well, I've never seen him use it.
Well, now you have.
Soriana
Now
at this
I have.
point comes over pissed as hell.
It's not the first time
Not the
he's done this.
Soriana. No, not the
Sorry,
Soriana.
Sorry, Anna.
Soriana.
It's close enough.
Sorry,
The
and it
ghost
comes up-
from Harrowstone shows up. Stop doing that!
I can hear you all the way
The
at
one who has
Harrowstone.
the name almost like the ghost.
Right.
So you
Sariana walks back over with another dartboard and puts it up in its place.
Then you look down and see there's just a pile of broken dog
Yep.
boards underneath
She
it.
just has the most routine look on her face.
Yep.
so you use that. I can see that you can use it. You can throw it. Very true.
Yes.
Dwarfy, I see. I've only seen you in this bar. Do you have a job?
Well, I travel the lands and I slay undead.
You slay undead.
Yes.
That's very fortunate. We are trying to slay undead. Have you ever thought about going to Harrowstone?
I've been tempted, but I don't want to go by myself. I think I would die.
Oh no, there's totally spooky ghosts. He almost died
Twice.
twice.
So I would need like a group to go with. I'm really good at hitting the undead, and I'm really good at like hurting them with positive energy and the prayers of Torag.
Oh, are you a cleric?
Yes.
Oh,
Did you not know you were a cleric?
Oh, I know I'm a cleric.
Okay.
oh, because she asked about your job.
So,
Well,
Let me
I
ask you
just
this,
said,
Dwarfy.
My job is to go slay undead.
let me ask you this, Dwarfy.
Yes.
How many Cure Light Wounds vials do you have?
I've got a couple.
So,
And what level cleric?
I was going to
are
say,
you?
on a scale of 1 to 20, where would you say
where
your
would you-
cleric skills land?
I'm strong. I'm strong with the hammer, but my prayers are. I'm like a 2.
About a 2?
About a 2.
You know what? We're all about a 2. Yeah, we all are.
So we're all on like an equal playing field as far
Yes,
as our
but I mean, I'm an advanced 2.
advanced.
Yes. She's a
Okay.
scary 2.
Okay. Okay.
He's a know-it-all 2.
I know it all too.
She's just a pretty 2.
A pretty 2.
I'm the 2 with the curl in the bottom part
Very
of it.
scripty,
The serif. Yeah.
Yes,
like
I'm a
a-
serif 2.
like a very Varisian drawn 2.
Yes.
So, I have an idea.
Yes.
What if you joined us?
Really? You would want me to join you?
Well, after getting our asses handed to us by 2 hands and a scythe, I think that, yes, we could use some help.
Use some help.
Well, I've got nothing else going on. I'd be delighted.
Okay. So,
But question:
yes.
can I bring alcohol?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Then I'm in.
You'd better bring alcohol.
So you said Torag, not Kato Kalin. What's his name?
Caden Kalen.
Caden
Kalian. Caden
Caden
Kalian. Oof.
There's a name from the past.
Caden Kalian.
He's Caden Kalian curious.
Yes.
You see.
I totally understand the Caden Kalian worship, but Torag's where it's at.
Okay. Well, 2 Torags, 2 Asimars, 3 hammers, 2 ladies. We are ready for this fight.
All right. So when are we setting back off for Harrowstone?
Oh, probably in the morning.
In the morning. Got you.
Early.
Early. Okay.
Before the
okay,
cock
okay.
crows.
Got you. So you still look a little beaten up. So how about a round of healing before we all go to bed?
I will take your offer.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So how do we do this? Do we hold hands? Do you just put a little Torag symbol on our foreheads?
He hits you with the hammer.
Yes.
Right in the face.
It's a healing rock. No, he goes around and taps you on the shoulder with the hammer. Each of you.
Does he say words?
He says the Toragian verses.
What are they?
About the forge and melding things and making them stronger. And then he does one final gesture where he slams the hammer down on the table, and this burst of energy goes out, channeling energy.
Oh, very cool.
He does that a few times. So you've officially healed up to your new maximum hit points.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Very, very nice.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dwarfy McDwarfson.
So you don't snore or anything, do you?
Oh, I totally snore.
Me too, yeah. So does Vivian.
You don't know that.
Super loud. No, you can hear it through the stone walls.
Ooh. Sounds like my kind of woman.
It's either her or
Wow.
Zenobia. I was going to call you Visuriana, which is also wrong.
We're really good with names on this show.
Right?
Out of character, I was like, no, we don't need Dwarfy. We can do this on our own. And then it's like, oh, what's up, Dwarfy?
I'm so wrong.
Yeah, no, we were very
Very wrong.
yes.
So Dwarfy's healed you. You're up to your new maximum HP.
Yay.
Yay! You go sleep. I'm assuming you're sleeping at the tavern.
I'm going to the chapel.
Going to the chapel. All right.
Roderick's sleeping in the tavern.
Okay. So
Robbie, are you going to the chapel or to
I always go to protect you. I'm very nervous about leaving you anywhere alone.
all right. So you,
And I figure Roderick can't do himself too much damage in the bar.
We should get me one of those. We should get me one of those little kid leashes with a monkey on
I was
the
going to say
backpack.
what we're going to get. What I'm going to get you are pajamas with feet,
That'd be super cute.
right.
Just because they're cute.
just because they're cute. Yeah,
So
you need these.
That's such a sweet gesture. However, I know you don't have the money for it right now.
If I could find them, I could pay for them. I have enough money for Dr. Denton's.
so the next morning you'll all wake up.
No nightmares?
No nightmares. This is one of the first times Vivian's actually slept through the night.
Wow. Her skin looks great after this.
She's feeling refreshed and ready to go.
She's never felt so positive and since coming to Raven Grove.
She feels connected to Shaylin for one of the first times in a while.
She puts glitter in with her makeup this morning. She's feeling that good.
Probably like spray some glitter into her hair too, so
Exactly.
it's sparkly.
Exactly.
Do you have any blood-free garments?
Not anymore.
We have
So-
to wash. We have to do laundry.
Yeah.
So
Had to shine our armor.
I'm assuming you all meet up in the tavern. So Dwarfy is there before you all get there. He's waiting for you. He's excited to go.
Oh, Dwarfy, you're up early.
Yes, I was excited and ready to go. Also, Vivian, you seem to always wear nice, pretty things, so I bought you this. And it's another nice garment that's clean and
wow.
pretty.
Aww.
I want it to be like one size too big, though.
I was imagining he bought her another negligee, and then I was just like, wow, that's inappropriate.
I thought about it.
It's like, oh, thank you, Dwarfy. It's another one of like the folk dresses.
Yes.
Oh, yay.
You seem to like these, so I got you a new one.
Thank you,
since
Dwarfy.
All of your stuff seem to be covered in blood.
Yes. Oh, that's so nice. She immediately goes and changes into it. Under her armor.
No, over her armor.
Right.
That's how it'll fit. So Vivian comes out from one of the upper hotel rooms, upper inn rooms, and she's got her new outfit on underneath her armor. So you can't even see it. But she's posing anyway, and then she's got her old clothes, which are still covered in bloodstains, in her arms.
So Roderick steps up to Vivian and after she comes back out, and he's like, also, after the combat I felt I have a little bit more room in my spells, so I prepared a spell that can help clean those.
You did?
Yes.
What is it?
It's called Prestidigitation.
Oh.
And so, like, he cast it, and, like, so it can clean 1 square foot of material per round. So he's casting it in, like, each 6 seconds, like, another section of it, of the clothes that you're holding are becoming cleaned.
Vivian's eyes are totally wide, and she's just smiling. She's just like... just gasping with excitement, and once it's all done and sparkling, she's spinning around with it. She's like, oh, this just looks so great. Thank you, Roderick. Thank you. And she's gonna jump up and wrap her arms around his neck and just super excited, hugging him. She's so happy for
Hey,
Clint.
Dwarfy, look how red he is.
Right.
She's so excited. This has been the best day she's had in Ravengrow. I'm so excited. I've got new clothes. I've got clean clothes. I'm covered in glitter. Let's go fight some undead.
Hey, Roderick.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So, are we ready to head off to Harrowstone?
I think so, yes.
Yes.
I'm rested and ready to kick some haunted butt.
Me too.
Have we had our morning rabbit bacon?
You
I was
know
gonna
what?
say, did they
didn't
get
hunt
any
this
rabbit
morning.
bacon?
You know, living in Ravengrove for this past couple of days,
You're going soft.
I know. But you know what? We almost died a couple times, so...
This is true. So, I bet Sariana will have some nice, meals to take with us, though, so we can eat on the road.
Yes, we should really take it to go.
Breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burritos with rabbit meat.
So...
I want a breakfast burrito now.
We're on the road.
You're on the road. You make your way back to Harrowstone.
Very familiar with this path now.
Yes.
We can see our blood from the day before
You're
dried
right.
on the ground.
Roderick fell here, here, here.
Roderick is bleeding out here, and here's another pile of his blood.
Now that you're back on the grounds, which way are you heading?
So I'm gonna roll a perception check first to see if anything's changed while we're gone. 16.
Everything looks the same.
No sign of any haunts resetting or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay. So I guess the first thing they should do is go check the door of the haunt that was behind the haunt that they just fought and almost killed Roderick.
Yeah, let's see if we can get inside that way.
So we swing back around the west side of the building. Roderick's being a little bit hesitant this time and walking behind the group. A little bit more careful.
Dwarfy is behind you like, you've got this.
Yes, but I promised Zenobia I would stay behind this time, and I really mean it.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Over me, at least.
All right, so I'll go first. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going.
Zenobia, I think you should go first.
That works too.
We'll go together. We go up the stairs.
Okay.
So we're back up on the balcony.
Does anybody have a detect?
Yeah, detect magic. I sweep it over the whole balcony.
You
I also roll a perception.
do not detect magic.
And I rolled a 19 perception.
Okay. You're up on that northern corner by the door.
Yes, sir?
All right. You do notice that the door is locked, but it is not trapped.
Okay. Well, I don't think we have a key for this.
So is there another way in?
I think there's another balcony on the other side that mirrors this, so there's probably a door on that side.
There's also the front door.
There's also the front door, yes, but I feel a little bit hesitant about just walking in the front of Harrowstone.
I mean, they're going to be ready at the front door,
Well,
don't you think?
I mean, we could knock first.
I say we don't do that.
It's a horrible idea, Vivian, I have to
I
say.
can knock right here.
We could knock here too.
Do you want me to knock here?
No.
No.
Do not
Do you have knock
make
prepared?
noise. Unless...
Oh, well then we probably shouldn't.
But I could just knock, see if anyone's on the inside.
Why don't you
bet-
knock on your head?
I think there's definitely some people on the inside.
Yeah, so
We know there's
we're
haunts
being
on
as
the
stealthy
inside.
as possible.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like our IQ
Stealthy.
has dropped already with Dwarfy in the group.
So Roderick steps over to the back end of the balcony here, and he looks over to the back side of the building to see what he can see that way. To roll perception. Ooh, natural 19 for 26.
All right. So as you look toward the back of the building, you see toward the northern part of the grounds. You see the wall continuing around. You see a really gross-looking pit of murky liquid of some sort. And then as you kind of lean over a little bit, you can kind of see around. There's another balcony, like one level above you, jutting out.
Oh,
on the same side or on the other? Like a
It's
different
on
side?
the northern side of the building.
Okay.
is that right?
Oh, okay. I see it now on the map.
So what do you see?
So there's a.
You can just look over and see it too.
So
You
come
just-
come see. There's all this disgusting liquid.
Oh, I bet we should definitely go there and try to get murdered there as well.
Yes, 100% chance of monsters arising from there.
Oh, we don't want that. No.
Didn't work out so well last time.
Okay. So we're not going to the gross water?
No.
Okay.
But I dare you to drink it. I thought you had a high fortitude.
I'm not that drunk yet.
How close is the murky water?
It's
Is it like
This
right over
close?
the edge?
yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, I
That
see
big
it.
body.
The green stuff.
Yeah.
It would help if I just looked at the map that's right in front of me.
That usually helps.
Okay. So,
So could we walk around that? Like, we never finished scouting the perimeter.
Yeah, so we don't have to walk through the murk, but there is enough space between it and the wall that we could walk around the murk.
so
Yes.
let's do that.
And that would give me a chance to detect magic relatively while we're now. I'm not getting up to the edge this time.
Okay.
Yeah, so the party walks down the stairs and sort of skirting the outer edge of the wall this time, like further distance away from the complex itself, in order to circle around the murky water without having to walk through it.
If I'm within 30 feet, I would like to detect magic.
No magic, but as you get somewhat close to the water, at least getting closer to it, everybody give me a fortitude save.
Oh, because it's stinky.
Yes.
16.
16.
6.
Ew.
Her good day is just about to
20.
end.
Nice roll. And what did Dorothy get?
It's a natty 14.
Oh,
So he's fine. So basically, you see a cesspit that you would be able to tell that this is where the prison's waste went to. This was the sewage line, basically.
Is it still sewagey after all these years?
100 years of poop?
It still has a very foul stench.
well, it's still wet, so it's built its
Gross.
own ecosystem at this point.
Oh.
So Vivian, with that 6, you basically vomit from the smell.
Yeah, she does.
Is she nauseated?
She is nauseated,
Wow. For
No,
how
I-
long?
just for like a round. So it's not
So
that
6
long.
seconds.
Oh, well, then I didn't even need to write that down.
No.
You okay, Vivian?
It smells over here.
It does. We will get around it quickly.
Smells like dwarfy.
I don't think Dorothy smells that bad.
He smells his armpits.
Dorothy, you don't smell that bad.
Nah, still fresh. I bathed 3 days ago. I'm good. So continue past there. Did y'all roll perception checks as you got over there?
Yeah. I rolled that 26.
26. All right. With that, when you look back toward Harrowstone, that balcony that you noticed, you're far enough back to see that the door on that balcony is wide open.
Well, I don't trust that.
The other balcony.
The center
Yeah,
balcony on the
yeah,
center
yeah, the
balcony.
center balcony.
Okay.
It appears that might be a way in if we have no other options.
It's a balcony off of another guard tower.
How tall is it?
It would be like the 3rd story.
So 30 feet.
Yes.
If only we had a grappling hook.
Well, guess what?
Actually, are there stairs or something?
No.
Okay. Oh, so, grappling hook.
Yeah.
Have
Roderick,
one. Have a grappling hook. Have a rope.
So should we grapple on up?
Well, have we finished walking the perimeter? Have we...
Yes, let's check the east side first, and then we can decide from there.
Okay. As you go along to the east side, you start approaching that the water again where the wall has crumbled down and into the side.
See, Dwarfy, this is where we almost died for first time when we came here.
Oh, well, should we not go by this again? Or should we go by it so we can kill whatever inside?
We want to go inside, so let's do that.
Okay.
We killed what was here before, so
Yeah.
it should be okay now.
Ah, gotcha.
We got him.
Gotcha.
Got him.
Unless it's like Dark Souls.
So,
I thought that was funny.
It was fun.
I didn't get a laugh from the guy that plays Dark Souls. Rude.
As you approach this side, you see, like I said, the northern portion of the balcony has crumbled away into a pile of rubble amid the gently rippling waters of a dark pool of water. Ivy hangs down from the walls in thick, matted lengths, while dense tangles of vines decorated with deep red and violet flowers adorn the balcony's edges above.
I don't trust those flowers.
Boy, I don't
Metagaming-wise. Set the whole building on fire again.
Burn it. Burn it all.
Does anybody have knowledge nature?
I'll put points
I have
in
survival.
engineering.
Does survival work?
It might, if they're like edible or medicinal.
You can try it.
That always means no.
Not always. You said you can try it.
21.
21. These are not edible.
Are they deadly, though?
Yes.
If you eat it?
Perhaps.
Like mistletoe?
Maybe.
So survival instincts are telling him there's something dangerous about him.
Yes.
I don't like those flowers.
Me neither. Well, I mean, I do, because they're really pretty, but it doesn't seem... I don't know. Noelle fizzled out in that dialogue. She's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't trust those flowers. How are we going to get around them?
Can we burn them?
Could we burn them? Who has burning hands?
I do.
How close are you getting to
Where are they, like-
They're on the edge of that balcony that's
the-
coming down.
The one on
the
side.
east balcony.
East balcony?
I want to be within 30 feet so that I can detect magic.
Okay.
Detect magic is 60 feet, isn't it?
I'm sorry, it is 60 feet. So, we're within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet? Mm-hmm. You do not detect magic.
Well, I don't have detect poison prepared. Not that, that would work in this specific case.
Yeah.
Man, knowledge nature is a real hole that we have in our knowledges. Roderick, don't go up.
I didn't really think that I needed knowledge nature, so I did like planes and religion and different, ghostly things.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good things to have.
Yeah. So Thorskill has warning about the flowers.
Maybe we should just avoid this area?
Yes, if we want, in order to get up on that balcony, we'd have to go straight through them, and if they're dangerous, that wouldn't be a good idea.
It's so hard because I know I'm curious, and I'm one of those players that I want to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last time I got curious, I got us killed by rats. Well, almost killed by rats.
Give me another perception check. Those of you that are standing there looking at the flowers.
Yes. 24.
24? Well, with the 24,
14.
especially, you notice as you're looking at the flowers and into the vines, you see a small skeleton basically wrapped up and entangled in the vines.
Ooh.
And it looks like he's wearing armor, has a weapon, and has a pouch on his side. But he's not moving, he's not animated. It's just a skeleton.
We may want to see what's in
Wrapped up.
that pouch.
We really need gold.
What if it's a key?
What if it's a potion of cure light wounds?
What if it's a trap?
Well, it's definitely a trap.
So
Okay.
who's going to grab it?
Well, the thing is, if the skeleton is wrapped up by these plants, it's very possible the plants are what killed him.
Right. So Rochambeau?
We've already discussed this. I'm not going first.
So,
Can you burn you could burn the flowers though, right?
Yes, I can.
but that would risk burning the pouch.
You
Then
can aim it
everything
away.
would fall out of the pouch and then we wouldn't have to go touch it.
True.
It might fall and then break.
I don't think any gold coins will break.
Cure
So-
light wounds might break.
Roger's going to walk first and cast Burning Hands, but then something bad's going to happen to him again, and then he's going to die again.
Well,
Well-
maybe this is just getting us to the inevitable
Maybe?
mourning and funeral for him.
What if we have Thurska walk up with you immediately behind him, so Thurska will be the first one to get hit?
Yeah, you can how you do
It'd
the
be like-
little
like
thing where
this,
the
where-
guy's
where-
hands or somebody
Where he
else's
puts his
hands.
arms through.
Yeah,
They would always
Like,
do
whose
this.
line is it anyway?
Whose line is it anyway? Yeah.
we'll do that.
All
You'll
right.
be the Ryan.
So if Thorskill suggests that to Roderick, Roderick's like, if you're okay with that, I will follow behind you. I can very easily avoid you in the effect of the spell.
Okay, well, I'm going to get, what do you think? Slashing or bludgeoning?
My instinct says slashing for plants.
Alright, well, I'm bringing out my axe then. So, yeah, he was going to ready his axe.
Nice.
Okay.
Vivian will have her glaive out because she doesn't think a crossbow is going to do a lot of good to a
And I've
plant.
named it Iron Smite.
Oh, I like that.
Iron Smite. I like it.
Roderick has his rapier out.
So as Roderick
What do you have out?
I have my flail because.
Okay.
And Dwarfy still has his hammer.
Yes. As Roderick and Thurskill step up toward the ivy that is growing there, I need both of you to make a will save.
Will is
Will
my
save.
worst.
Yes.
7.
We're saved. 23.
23. All right. So as the two of you start walking toward it, everybody notices this burst of pollen pop out from the ivy. And with the 23, Roderick saves. With the 7, Thurskill collapses.
What?
Is he dead?
We'll find out next week.
No! Was it me this time?
It's your
I'm
fault, though.
going to